Imagine receiving your first real paycheck and realizing that you did not understand why so much money was taken out for taxes. Then a few weeks later, you receive a credit card offer that promises easy spending, but you do not understand the interest rate. Soon after that, you are asked to sign student documents for student loans that could affect your finances for the next 10 or 20 years. For many students, these situations happen shortly after graduating from high school. We spend so much time in school learning about solving equations, analyzing literature, and memorizing historical events. All of these subjects have value, but many students graduate without knowing how to make budget, build credit, file taxes, compare loans, or save money for a medical or some type of emergency. Personal finance should be required for high school graduation because many students are financially unprepared. Financial education can prevent costly mistakes, and every student deserves access to the same basic financial knowledge. First, high school students need financial education because they will begin to make important financial decisions almost immediately after graduation. Some students will go to college and have to compare financial aid offers or decide how much money to borrow. Others will enter the workforce and need to understand paychecks, taxes, insurance, and retirement benefits. Many will open bank accounts, use credit cards, pay phone bills, rent apartments, purchase cars, buy an apartment, all of the other things that need money to be spent. These decisions can affect someone's life for years. However, students are often expected to figure these out by themselves since it's not taught in school. Financial difficulties are not rare. According to the Federal Reserve's 2026 report on the economic well-being of U.S. households, only 63% of adults said they could completely cover a $400 emergency expense out of using cash or its equivalent. That means more than 1 out of every 3 adults would need another method, such as borrowing money, selling something that's important to them, or they would just be unable to pay the financial expense. The Federal Reserve also reported that only 42% of adults whose highest level of education was high school diploma or GED had enough savings to cover 3 months of expenses. These problems are not always caused by irresponsible behavior. Housing, food, transportation, and education and healthcare can be expensive. However, understanding budgeting, saving, credit, and interest can help people make stronger decisions with the money and the opportunities that they have. Students must also learn how to recognize unreliable financial advice. In 2023, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority reported that 60% of investors younger than 35 use social media as a source of investing. Social media can introduce young people to useful information, but it can also spread scams, unrealistic promises, and risky trends. A student who understands interest, investment risk, and fraud warning signs will be better prepared to question someone who claims that an investment guaranteed to make quick money. Second, personal finances educations can improve financial decisions students make after graduation. A personal finance class would teach skills that students can use immediately. Students could learn how to create a realistic budget, rent a paid stub, calculate credit card interest, understand a credit score, file basic taxes, compare student loan, choose insurance, and begin saving for emergencies and also retirement. Students should not simply memorize these definitions, they should practice real situations. For example, they could build a monthly budget based on the entry-level salary. They could compare 2 car loans, calculate with one cost and over time. They could examine a credit card statement and determine how long it will take to pay the balance by only minimum payments. Research suggests that this type of education can create measurable benefits. In 2022, study published a Journal of Financial Economics, researcher Daniel something, I can't remember his last name, but he found that young adults' credit outcomes can be influenced by the decision involving student loans.